Good evening, Internet, and welcome to Top Shift number 106, the Manic Miner. In other news, before we even start this, Elite Dangerous 3.2, or Chapter 3 of Beyond, has been announced for the 28th of August, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a lot earlier than I was expecting. I was expecting sometime in September. Probably end of September, but they've hit their Q3 target quite easily, and yeah, so hopefully we'll have new shenanigans to look forward to now. I mean, I haven't even finished the 3.0 and 3.1 shenanigans yet, and this is Site 94. Now, it came along in 3.1. You could find it by going to listing posts with the code DRG 184A in the Pleiades sector, HR1138 and HIP 19847 had listing posts which pointed to this location. It was found at by Canon, and you'll find it on HIP 19284 Planet A2 at -19, -99. So again, this does seem to be another one of these Thargoid attacks. It doesn't seem like I'm lucky because, or unlucky really, because there doesn't seem to be any Thargoids visiting this site at this moment in time. As you've seen with the previous one with the prison, sometimes Thargoids turn up, sometimes they don't. Well, I think in this time, I'm quite relieved they don't. So there are about another 8 or 9 of these new locations which turned up in 3.1, very similar to the bases that we've found for INRA. It's a good place to scavenge for materials, and of course, I think you might get, if you scan the data beacons, you do get obviously credits for scanning them. But as you can see, it's nice and eerie and very, well, abandoned looking. I mean, in other news at the moment, I'm trying the Ramtar mission, the second Ramtar mission, which came up with 3.0. The good news about this is that I'm actually quite enjoying it, because there's a whole load of other things you have to do in order to get the Ramtar mission working. So you've got to sample Thargoids, and you've got to obviously pull out the stops to get all the...
Frameshift charge detected.
Ooh, frameshift charge detected. Is that someone coming in? I hope not. Well, anyway, where was I? Yes, the Ramtar missions. The second one, decoding the history. Each of the obelisks in there requires certain bits of material in your cargo hold, and some of those materials involve sampling Thargoids, which is a challenge at the moment. I think I've lost two asp explorers whilst trying to pull them back. Now, if I shoot this, I should be able to pull out some minerals. There's quite a lot of them here. Good place to pick some up if you wanted them. So there's cobalt scan there. I mean, I don't want cobalt, really. Not really. I'm rich enough I don't need to bother about it, but if I keep on losing asps at the rate I am, then I might have a little bit... Might have to have a little bit more, yeah, cash flow. Right, so that's 3 out of 4 so far. I'm just looking for I think it's the last beacon. Yeah, Site 94. Still no sign of a Thargoid though. I haven't visited one of these new sites with a Thargoid visiting, which some commanders have already spotted. So the plan is to carry on with the Ramtar mission while also getting as many Guardian bits that I need for the engineers and the technology brokers, because I really want to have some serious weapons to go back with after the Thargoids with. Or there has been hints that there may be even Guardian ships or ship types available. That's what I've discovered in the logs so far. I mean, all the logs and stuff are available on the Canon website at the moment, which I'll put a link to in the show notes, but I prefer to find these things out for myself. You know, if you want to be spoiled, go and have a look at Canon, but I must admit, I am quite enjoying digging around it myself, even though finding some of the combinations can be quite frustrating. So, oh, is there anything decent here? There we go. Now I could scoop that if I wanted to, but yeah. There we go. Although I must admit, dropping the cargo scoop might have been a better idea. Right, now we've got to find this last comms beacon, and then I'll play them all back. Oh no, I've got more. Excellent.
Extraction was up to 650 tons a day, but I've had to put operations on hold. An excavator unearthed something in one of the shafts. Looks like some kind of ancient monument, I guess. Almost like an underground temple. I'm no expert, but it looks pretty damn old. I'd be surprised if this thing is human. Some of the guys suggested bulldozing the thing and carrying on with operations, but I'm not senior enough to make that call. I asked HQ to send someone to evaluate the find. We could do with a xenoarchaeologist, really, but they'll probably just send a couple of suits, then tell us to flatten the place. You know, this could be an important find, but everything's about the bottom line with those guys.
Right, so they have discovered some kind of underground ruin. Whether it's Guardian or Thargoid, they don't know. I suspect, well, it could be either, depending on what the response was. So, I mean, does that mean in the future we might have underground caverns to explore? It is tantalizing. Of course, 3.2 is another one of these smaller releases, though, so just imagine quality of life changes and plot updates. Log 2.
This is an emergency report. The site is under attack. Half my crew is dead and the rest of us have taken shelter underground. I can hear explosions on the surface. Hopefully we'll be safe down here. The monument must have sent a message, acting like a beacon and bringing them down on top of us. Whatever they are, they seem damned angry. We should have demolished that thing when we had the chance.
Well, that's interesting. Now, it could either be Thargoid or Guardian. We definitely looks like a Thargoid attack, because obviously the green corrosive mist hanging around, but... Right. Log 3. Eventually. I keep on forgetting about that. Try again.
Mayday! Mayday! If anyone can hear this, I'm in Area 17F. Temperature is close to freezing. People have started going missing. I was in communication with an excavation crew in 16P, but they went dark a little while ago. I sent one of the foremen to check it out, but he hasn't come back. Looks quiet on the surface now, but that doesn't put me at ease. They could be down here with us, picking off the survivors one by one. If anyone receives this message, inform system authorities immediately. And make sure they send support ships. Whoever is out there means business.
Right, so as in the prison site, people are going missing, people are being kidnapped, so goodness knows what they are using people for. I suspect this is a Thargoid attack, but I don't know whether or not the beacon was Guardian or Thargoid, because Thargoids attack Guardian stuff just as hard.
Jenkins couldn't take it anymore down here in the freezing dark, so he went up to the surface. I was on comms with him when he reached the top. He saw something that scared him half to death. Then the comlink went dead. Something's waiting for us up there. Or worse still, it's down here looking for us. Either way, I'm not going down without a fight. I've rigged explosives around the monument with trip switches at 2-meter intervals. I'm looking at that thing right now. It's pulsating, like it's talking in some alien language, telling them to come and get us. Well, I'm gonna shut it up for good. 200 pounds of premium-grade explosives should do the trick.
Well, that was interesting. So it's on with the Runtime missions next time, and if you like what I'm doing, please click a like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and good night.